Welcome to the Explainer. Okay, let's just get right into it. If you're trying to grow on YouTube right now, you've probably noticed something. The old rules, they just don't seem to work anymore. So today, we're going to break down a whole new playbook, one that's built from what the top creators are actually doing to win.
And you know, this is the question, right? It's what every single creator is wrestling with. The strategies that built these massive channels, even just a couple of years ago, are totally falling flat in today's world. The game has changed. So let's really dig in and figure out what's working right now. All right, so here is how we're going to tackle this. We've got 4 parts. First, we'll cover the stuff that never changes, the foundation. Then, we'll get into the big debate. Should you niche down or concept up? After that, I'll give you the 2026 Creator Toolkit, and we'll wrap up with the algorithm's brand new obsession. Sound good? Let's go.
Okay, first up, before we can even talk about all the new, shiny tactics, we got to lock in the fundamentals. These are the things that, as creator Ali Abdaal points out, are totally timeless. They've always worked, and they still do.
And really, it all boils down to this super simple 3-step sequence. Seriously, every single successful video nails this, in this exact order. You have to get them to click, then get them to watch, and finally get them to like you. That's it. That's the core loop of YouTube.
So that first step, click. Think of it as your entry ticket to the whole game. If you don't get the click, nothing else matters. You're basically invisible. In this absolute ocean of content, your title and your thumbnail have one job. Make a promise so compelling that someone just has to see what's inside. We're not talking about deceptive clickbait here, but about genuine, powerful intrigue.
Okay, but once they're in, the clock is ticking. You have maybe 30 seconds, a minute at the most, to prove they made the right choice. You have to deliver on that promise you made, and you have to do it fast. If your intro is weak, poof, they're gone, on to the next video. That value, whether it's making them laugh or making them smarter, has to be there right from the jump.
And this last one, like you, this is the real secret sauce. It's the difference between a one-time view and a legit fan. See, the value makes them stay for one video. But your personality, your vibe, that's what makes them hit subscribe and keep coming back for more. It's all about that human connection. And, you know, that's a big reason why a lot of faceless channels hit a growth ceiling, right? It's just way harder to fall in love with a logo than it is with a person.
All right, so we've got the foundation down pat. Now let's get into the juicy part, the big debate that's kind of raging right now for new creators. For years, all you heard was niche down, niche down. But now, a lot of very smart people are saying, no, you need to concept up. So, who's right?
So, in one corner, you've got Ali Abdaal. He's coming at this with a classic business mindset. Find a gap in the market, an audience that's not being served, and just fill it. Simple supply and demand. But in the other corner, you have creator Jade Beeson, who's saying, whoa, hold on a second. Her approach is way more fluid. Start with what you're passionate about. Create around a few broad ideas, and let the data tell you where the niche is over time.
And Ali's point is super practical. He tells this one story about a creator, and man, it's just heartbreaking. She'd made 300 videos, 300 of lifestyle vlogs in London, and only had 700 subscribers. Why? Because a million other people are making that exact same content. The market is just completely flooded. She wasn't solving a problem for an audience. She was basically just making a public diary.
But then Jade comes back with this really powerful counterpoint. She says that this obsession with niching down has actually created its own monster, a sea of boring copycat channels. Everyone's just making slightly different versions of the same video. And her argument is that in a world where everything feels kind of the same, the most valuable thing you can possibly have is a unique concept, something that only you can do.
So it sounds like a total contradiction, right? Niche down versus concept up. But here's the twist, and this is the core of the new playbook. It's not a conflict, it's a sequence. You don't have to choose one over the other. You just have to do them in the right order. Okay, so think about it like this. You start with Jade's idea. Your unique concept is your compass. It gives you a general direction. You use that compass to explore, maybe testing out 3 to 5 different types of content that you're genuinely excited about. You do this for a while, 6 months, maybe a year, and you watch your analytics like a hawk. When you see something pop, when the audience tells you what they want, that's when you switch to Ali's strategy. You plant your flag right there in that underserved niche you just discovered, and you absolutely dominate it with great content.
Okay, so we have the high-level strategy. It's a 2-step process. Explore with a concept, then dominate a niche. Now let's get down to brass tacks. What does this actually look like, week to week? Here's the 2026 Creator Toolkit.
This is basically your weekly game plan. First up, content ratio.
The magic number seems to be about 2 long-form videos and 5 shorts per week. This gives you both the deep connection from your longer videos and the wide reach from shorts. Next, how you plan. Forget planning a month out. The pros are using what's called reactive batching, planning and shooting on a weekly basis. It keeps you super agile and able to jump on trends. And a huge one, do your keyword research before you even think about hitting record. Make sure there's an audience for your idea before you spend hours making it.
All right, last section. We've talked strategy, we've talked tactics, but all of this work is really designed to please one thing, the algorithm. So what is it? What's the one metric, the one goal that the algorithm is completely obsessed with right now?
It's one thing: viewer satisfaction. That's it. YouTube's own engineers have confirmed this is their North Star metric. It's moved way beyond just clicks or even how long someone watches. The real question the algorithm is trying to answer is, did the viewer feel like their time was well spent? And it figures that out by looking at everything: likes, comments, shares, and especially those little survey boxes that pop up asking you to rate a video. Your entire goal is to get a yes to that question.
So there you have it. The blueprint is actually pretty clear, isn't it? Start with your unique concept, use data to find your true niche, and then make amazing content that leaves people feeling satisfied. But, and this is the big but, it all starts with you answering one single question. What is the unique value that only you can provide? What's that thing that comes from your specific personality, your weird interests, your unique perspective? Don't chase trends. Figure that out first. That's where it all begins.